Hi guys, this is Gaurav Bhatnagar with another video on managing users and groups. So in this video, we will create and manage users and groups. Click on application, go to terminal. So when you want to create a user in RHEL 7 or any Linux operating system, you can use two commands. These are user add or add user. User add command we will use here. User add, then username. Our username is user2. So this small command can create a user in our machine, user add and username. When you create a user in Linux, a home directory for this user is created, mail spool directory is created for this user, and any user you create in Linux, this user's entry is created in etc passwd file. So now we can check with cd/home. Here you can see a new directory is created with this username user2, and if we are checking in this file /etc/passwd, go to the last line of this file, you can see user2 is written here. Now we will talk about this whole line. In etc passwd file there are 7 fields. These fields are separated with this colon. You can see here this colon is a separator of one field to another field. The first field of this file is called username. This is user2. The second field is representing the user2's password is in etc shadow file. The third field is user ID, that is 1001. When you create a user in Linux, the user ID of this user will start from 1000, because the user ID 02999 is reserved for system users. Now, first field is username, second field is for password, which is actually situated in shadow file. Third is user ID. The fourth field is group ID. The fifth field, which is not present here, just colon. This is user's full name or any other information about your user. Sixth field is home directory of the user, that is /home/user2. And the seventh and last field is /bin/bash. This bash is the shell for our user, bash shell. Okay, the home directory is created, an entry is created in etc passwd file, and when another entry is created in etc shadow file, we can see it with help of cat/etc group file, etc group. In last line you can see our username 10x then 1001. In etc group file is used for group information. In Linux, when you create a user, a group is also created with the username. So when we create a user2, a user2 group is also created, and user2 user is currently in user2 group. In this file you can see the group name, the group password and the group ID. And after group ID, the group member names are written here. Okay, clear? So with the help of user add command you can create users. And if any case you want to create a user with different ID or different user ID, you can use -u option, and the ID itself. The ID, suppose we have to create 5000 ID for user 3, then we can create this with the help of -u. Now again check with tail command, tail /etc passwd. Tail will show you the output of last 10 lines of etc passwd file. Here you can see user 3 and the user ID and group ID is user 3. For user 3 is 5000. So with the help of -u, you can create a specific user ID user. Now if you want any type of changes in user, suppose you want to expire your user account on a particular date, then we will use user mode command, user mode -e for expire, and then the date in this format 2017, year, then month 07, then the date, suppose 20th July 2017, and then the username user2. Now check with the help of change command, change -l for list and then the username user2. In this output you can see account expires on July 2017. Okay. Now if you want to add a user in an existing group, then you can use the user mode command, like user mode -a, then capital G, then group name, and then the username. For using this command we have to create a new group, and for creating group just type group add and then the group name. Like suppose we are going to create new group, new dash group add new group. This group is added, and we can check with the help of tail /etc group, tail etc group, and here you can see new group is created here with the ID of 5001. Okay. Now we will add our user2 in this group with the help of user mode -a, then capital G, A for append and G for group. The group name is new group and the username is user2. Okay. Now we can check with the help of tail /etc group. Here you can see new group is the group name and the group member is user2. ID command, with the help of ID command you can check again user2. Here you can see user ID 1001 and the group ID is also 1001 for user2, and then groups shows here in which groups user2 is exist currently. So user2 is in 1001 group, that is his own primary group, and it is also a member of 5001 group, that is new dash group. Okay. Next thing, we are going to disable. If we want to disable any account, just type user mode -L for locking this account's password, and then username, suppose user2. Okay, and for unlogging just use user mode hyphen capital U and then the username. And if you want to create a new password for any user, just type passwd and then the username like user2, then give a password 2 times. Next, if you want to delete any user, then just type userdel and then username, suppose user2. But if you want to delete a user with his home directory, then just type an option -r, userdel -r and then username, enter. Now cd/home and just type list or ll command, and you can see there is no entry for user2. Okay, user3 is presented here, and if you want to delete user3 also, then just type userdel -r user3, then again type ll, and here you can see only user1's home directory is presented here. Like just like this, if you want to delete any group, then you can type group del and then the group name. This is new group, enter, and we can check it in the group file tail/etc group. You can see only group 1 is presented here, no new group entry is presented here. Okay friends, this is our video on user and group management. If you have any questions and any query, please write down in the comment section. If you want any type of question, you can write in the comment section, and please like my videos, share my video and subscribe. Thanks for viewing.